What's going on, guys? Satchy is here and welcome to this second Team of the Week squad build on my channel, and this is Team of the Week 9. If you have missed the last one that I did do, that did include Inform Imenike and Inform Griezmann, then do check that out. There will be a link in the description to the playlist for this series. So in this week's Team of the Week, we've got the likes of Inform Muller, second Inform Totw and Inform Kroos. So an okay Team of the Week. It's not amazing, but there's certainly some good players to try out. So in this one, we do have 3 informs from this Team of the Week and 2 other informs. So let's just get straight into this. And in goal, we have got Sirigu. Now, this is probably the most inconsistent goalkeeper I have used this year, because he can have some good games, he can have some bad games. I played a total of 19 games with this team, which is actually quite a lot. You know, I only played 7 with the Team of the Week 8 squad builder. But I really don't know what to make of him. I would say try him out. He's decent sometimes, but damn, he makes some bad mistakes. So moving on to the 2 centre-backs. Firstly, we've got Inform Naldo. And the problem with this guy was he has got high medium work rates. Don't get me wrong, I really like playing with this guy. If he had like medium work rates, then he would be so much better. Because he's got high medium, he was frustrating to play with. And I'm going to talk a bit about that work rate later on, because the other centre-back that we do have is David Luiz, who also has high medium, which is never going to be a good thing for 2 centre-backs. David Luiz and Naldo, both really good in this game. That work rates really do let him down. So moving on to the right back, and that is the first inform from this Team of the Week, and that is Inform Aurier. This guy is an absolute beast. Absolutely love him. 84 pace, 80 defending, as well as 84 physical. Really like this guy. Defensively, he's absolutely amazing. For only 20k, he's probably worth less than that now. Certainly worth trying out. I don't care if he's got high work rates. He is just an absolute beast. Over to the other side, we've got another Inform, 3rd one already, and that is Inform Rodriguez, another fantastic player. I love his normal card version in my Trading to Glory series, and to be honest, his Inform card doesn't really feel much different. It feels a bit more pacey, but that's about it. But very solid left back nonetheless. Moving on to the midfield, and we have got Luis Gustavo in the CDM position. I've used this guy throughout this FIFA. He's absolutely insane. 8 goals, 10 assists in 83 games for me. 14 yellow cards though. You got to say that's quite a bit, but he is just an absolute beast defensively. You know, he's always there clearing up the danger. Fantastic. He's got medium-high work rates as well, which just, you know, it just makes him even better, to be honest. So moving over to the 2 central midfielders in this team, and firstly we got Goetze. Now, I struggled with this guy at the start, with the first few games with this team, but I began to love him, to be honest. He got 6 goals, 4 assists in 19 games. Overall, I really did like him. His finishing is very good, actually. And you may ask, why have I converted him to a CM instead of a cam? Now, I wanted to use Schweinsteiger, but I just feel he's too slow for that wide CM position, so that's why I didn't go with him. Moving over to the other side, and we do actually switch to La Liga now. We got Modric in this team, and look at those stats, all over 70. Fantastic. And to be honest, I did actually prefer Goetze to Modric. I think Modric is actually better defensively, obviously. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I just think he didn't really get forward enough. I didn't really see too much of him, and for 58k, I don't really think that's worth you know, buying him, to be honest. So moving on to the cam, and that is Inform Kroos. We did get him in the team. He cost me 129,000 coins. 5-star weak foot, 5 goals, 15 assists in 19 games. I would say that's a pretty decent return, certainly assist-wise anyway. Certainly worth trying out. I'm sure his price will go down to about 100k. The only bad thing about this guy is his pace, and it always will be about his pace. You know, he's fantastic, but if he was faster, he would be absolutely insane and be worth a lot more. Moving up to the 2 strikers that we do have in this team. Firstly, we got Inform flipping Muller. Yes, I had enough coins to actually buy this guy. 300k, 22 goals in 19 games. I have to say, I didn't really like him in the first few games that I did try him, but once I got used to this team, he is an absolutely insane card, and oh boy, you need to try it out. 88 shooting. You know, that says it all. He's got 82 pace, Really impressed with this guy. Probably one of the best informs that I've used this year. And finally, we do have Benzema. 61k, and he was actually my favourite player in this team. 25 goals in 19 games. Unbelievable. Certainly my second best striker this year that I've used after Aguero. He's just a tank. He's so strong, he's got pace, and his shooting is unreal. So overall, this team costs around about 700k. I wouldn't say it's worth it because I did lose quite a few games with it because of that defense. So let's get on with some gameplay. So we may as well start with the offensive side to this team, and the front three of Kroos, Muller and Benzema. Muller and Benzema just work so well together. They provided each other with so many goals, and the finishing from both of them I just can't describe. Like, it's just so good. You're seeing both of them scoring some really good goals, brilliant finishes. And to be honest, I really couldn't say which one's better at finishing. I just feel Benzema's just that bit better because he is much stronger than Muller, in my opinion. However, Muller does have really good dribbling, just like there, straight from the kickoff, scoring that wonderful goal. And Kroos is so good at just assisting, you know. He hasn't got the pace though, which is really annoying when you're trying to get forward, but he is fantastic at assisting. Now, the defensive side of this team is fucking shocking sometimes, and the massive problem that I had was because of the high medium work rates. I'm showing you a couple clips of me basically getting, you know, torn apart through chip through balls, and because Naldo and David Luiz have high medium work rates, they kind of like push forwards. So when the chip through ball is put over the top, then the opposition can just, you know, go in behind very easily and score plenty of goals. And that is what really frustrated with me. Now, the thing I did do to actually counter-attack that was to actually go defensive. You know, I always play on balance, but actually going to defensive allowed me to actually, you know, keep my centre-backs a bit further back, which meant they wouldn't actually push forward as much, and actually improved the team a lot. I started to win a lot more games once I did that. So if you are going to use high-medium centre-backs, the likes of Hummels as well, I think he's high-medium, do make sure you go defensive because it's going to help you a lot to win more games. You may think it's a negative tactic. Trust me, it's not, because it will help you a lot. But just the finishing is just unreal from the front too, and that really made this team work really well. And that's why I enjoyed this team so much, because I could have so much fun with Benzema and Muller. So I hope you enjoyed this team in the week 9 squad builder, and if you did, do hit that like button, guys. And subscribe obviously for more. I'm going to be doing this every week like I did say, and do go try out the informs that I've used in this team of the week. I didn't even mention Aurier when talking about the gameplay, but he was an absolute beast. Certainly one to try out. He's probably the best right back I've used in this game so far. So I will see you in my next video.